Retail sales rose 3% in January, beating expectations. So despite inflation, Americans are shopping and they are buying. Let's bring in Joe Tigay of Equity Armor Investments. Joe, isn't this going against the grain of the Fed? The Fed wants consumers to cool it.
Well, certainly it's going to mean that the economy is still very strong. There's still upward pressures on inflation, and we're going to see higher interest rates in the market had previously hoped for. Again, that's been kind of the thing we've seen all this year, the market continuing to change their expectations to get closer to what the Fed is saying, that interest rates are going to stay higher for longer. And this is in line with the economy staying strong. Now, the one thing I'm worried about is these higher for longer interest rates eventually tipping the economy over and turning us towards a recession.
We shall see, because people have been calling for a recession for quite a while, and so far the U.S. economy has proved resilient.
Yeah, so the case for the soft landing is kind of reversed. The case is that inflation will come under wraps and interest rates will be able to come down, and they'll come down without there being any slowdown in the economy, because the Fed can do that. Their goal is dual mandate to keep inflation low and keep employment high. If inflation does get down to their target, they will have room to lower rates, and that can happen without the economy actually slowing down.
Well, Joe, the S&P is holding on to that 4,100. What do you think about the market action?
It's holding on to that 4,100. Now, we saw a lot of activity, some big swings back and forth after we saw some of the major news announcements this week. For me, that can mean two things. That can just be a lot of trader activity, people kind of getting excited. I would caution retail traders who are watching the show to jump in on any major news events. And the other thing it could mean is that when I see big volatility swings like that in short order, sometimes that can be a changing of the trend. The recent trend in 2023 has been bullish. So does that mean we're tipping over? We're meeting some resistance? We'll have to wait and see.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks for having me.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.